Going the extra mile, it's a very common saying, especially in the self-help community, and it's typically reserved for ourselves. Do the extra rep, run the extra mile, do a few more practice questions. It's a very common saying because it works. If you invest more into yourself, it will pay off in dividends down the road. But that's not what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about going the extra mile for someone else. Will Guidera. He's a famous restaurateur. His restaurant 11 Madison Park in 2017 was named the #1 restaurant in the entire world. And he's an author. This book, Unreasonable Hospitality. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't finish it. But what I did finish is 3 seasons of the Emmy Award winning show on FX, The Bear, which he co-produced. And to put it simply, Unreasonable Hospitality is what it is. It's about being unreasonably hospitable, not to yourself, but to other people. And the whole reason why I wanted to talk about going the extra mile or unreasonable hospitality in the first place is because I believe it's a net positive for everyone. And the only cost really is a bit of effort. Let me ask you this. When was the last time a loved one or a stranger or anyone has done something extra special for you? And somehow, some way, that memory kind of just stuck with you? And also, why did that memory stick with you? For me, it was simple. 2 years ago, I went to a fine dining restaurant in Malaysia to celebrate my 2-year anniversary with my girlfriend. And it was like every other fine dining restaurant out there. We had a course meal, we had a great time. At one point, the waitress came up to us and asked to take our picture. And we thought, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be a promotional thing. We were really cool with it because we're having a great time and we just happily obliged. And we kind of just didn't really think about it. But at the end, she brought out a cake. That wasn't the special part. The real special part was, alongside that cake, she brought out a handwritten anniversary card with that picture in it. And the whole time that she wasn't within view, she was printing out the photo, handwriting the card, and making this all for us. And some of you might say, it's a fine dining restaurant. They have loads of money. It'll cost them literally like nothing to make that card for you, which is true. But that's not what mattered. What mattered was that they did it anyway. So going the extra mile leaves a really strong impression of yourself on other people because it makes them feel seen. It makes them feel special in a world where everybody is sort of the same. And the crazy part is, there is a potential for you to create like a butterfly effect that could change the course of their life. Dramatic, I know, but I wouldn't be sitting here talking about unreasonable hospitality and going the extra mile with such like urge and like energy if it wasn't for that experience. Going the extra mile is perfectly fine when done alone. But I believe that it could be potentially monumental when you do it for other people. Hey, don't just take my word for it. Go out and do it yourself. Experience it yourself and try to do something that's extra special for the ones that you love or even a complete stranger. And just notice how they react and feel. But also how you feel. If you guys have any stories that are sort of similar to my restaurant story, please leave it down in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And I think it's really encouraging for other people who have not had similar experiences to try and maybe have those experiences, because I do believe that it's a net positive. So leave it down in the comments. We'd love to see it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Good night.